The Real Monica Adams Show is brought to you by Exist Stretch. Stop by for your free consultation and 30-minute introductory stretch today.
Well, good morning and welcome everyone to the Real Monica Adams Show. You know, I've come back home in a way. We've been talking about Gardenview Care Centers. They have 3 locations, O'Fallon, Chesterfield, which is where we are right now, and Dougherty Ferry. And I'm back with a friend. Jacquie, it is so good to see you.
Thank you.
This is Jacqueline or Jacquie Gitel. Here's the thing, when my mom was here in January, she could not, this was a God wink, she could not have been seated with someone better. You and her have the same type of energy. They're both very big into the fashion and makeup and how pretty. You came walking in and just lit up the room and I thought, Jacquie, they're together.
All right.
So it is so good to see you again. And my mom says hi, by the way. She was so excited that I was going to get a chance to see you. So we're going to talk about Gardenview and how incredible they are here. But let's kind of go back. You've been here how many years now?
Almost 4.
And I remember you telling me when we were at lunch, originally you came in with your husband, right?
Yeah, that's right.
He passed,
He
unfortunately.
was a loving, sweet man.
Yes. And he passed in 23?
He passed in 23, December.
And then you were talking to me and you said, but after that, I stayed here because you needed the care.
I did. I needed the care, and they were Johnny on the spot. They always looked after me. They're wonderful. And all the nurses are absolutely wonderful.
That is what I have heard from so many, but I want to talk, firsthand to you. There are so many choices, right, that someone can make. And when they're hearing us talk about Gardenview and they think of their loved ones, what is the level of care that you get here that would make them say, oh, I want to be there too?
Oh, the level of care is wonderful. It's fantastic. There are times when I'm down that there's Johnny on the spot. They're there to help me get over it and start being myself again.
And again, if you're just tuning in, we're talking with Jacquie Gitel. Jacquie, I asked you if it is Jacqueline, and you said, no, you can call me Jacquie. You and my mom both. You cut off the Jacqueline and said, I'm Jacquie now.
Right.
Jacquie. So, you just talked about how they'll swoop in, kind of like heroes, right? Those nurses are amazing.
They are. I couldn't ask for anything more.
So from care, but also from feeling at home and feeling like this is family. You've been here for 4 years.
I do. I love them all.
And they're right there to say, that is the thing that I really noticed about Gardenview is that it's a trust factor from a family, that you can walk out these doors and that you can know that you are leaving your loved one in the hands of someone who would treat them like as if their own.
This is my home.
What do you love about, beyond being here, the activities and the things that you're able to do? What are your favorites?
I don't know of any other home that has as many activities as they do. They're always planning something.
What's your favorites?
Well, I paint.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, so I oil paint.
Wow.
And they just leave me alone, let me paint.
I also know that it's very big, ladies and gentlemen both, but one of the things that I thought was great, I was like, oh my gosh, Mom can go and get her hair done here. She can get her nails done. Do you love that?
Yeah, Tiffany is the beautician, and she's very, very kind, very, very good.
And so besides being here, have you had an opportunity to go like on outings?
Oh, yeah. In fact, I was gone all day yesterday.
And then return home. What about the camaraderie beyond the staff that's here? The friendships that are made by the residents?
Yeah. Well, I sit at a table in the dining room with two fellas, and they're wonderful, and they're my friends. Yeah. And all of the patients are my friends. I consider them my friends. They're wonderful.
And that's the thing that I saw, is that when someone new comes in, like my mom did, it isn't the, hey, clicks, right? It's not, we're over here and you find your way. Immediately, she was brand new and you all welcomed her over and kind of brought her into the club, right?
Yeah.
You see that. You go out of your own way. It's something we all should learn, by the way, when we talk about generations.
It's the patients or clients are wonderful. They're all friendly.
Yeah.
There isn't any problems or anything like that with them.
What about, again, if you're just tuning in, our feature is on Gardenview Care Centers. 3 locations. We're at the Chesterfield location. There's also O'Fallon, Missouri, and then also Dougherty Ferry. So for families, I want you to speak directly to the families. They're making those decisions, and they're thinking, well, maybe I'll wait. Tell them how important it is to come and tour and then put their name on a list, because they want to have that assurance.
They contact my sons. I have 2 sons, 2 wonderful, marvelous sons.
Yeah. They come
and
visit
they're
regularly?
Always there at if they call or if I call, they're there Johnny on the spot.
And that's the important thing, by the way, folks, is your family coming in and hearing this and saying, well, you know what, it's probably time for me or for a spouse or for a loved one to take that tour. And again, pick this facility that works for you. We're going to get a chance to talk to some of the other residents as well as the faculty of what they love here. So what final thing would you like to say to everybody that's watching this to make them understand just how great the care is here at Gardenview?
Well, I could say that I'm most comfortable here, and when I'm gone or out visiting, or even when we go out of state, I'm always glad to get back home, and I consider this my home.
Oh my goodness, is there a microphone I can just drop? Because there you go, folks. That is exactly what you want to hear. I want to come back and have lunch. Is that a deal?
Okay,
I'm going to bring Mom, because the food's
that'll
good
be
here.
Wonderful.
What's your favorite thing to eat here? What's your favorite thing to eat here?
To eat?
I thought I remembered you liking the hamburger.
No.
No?
I like their meatloaf.
Oh, meatloaf. I don't think Mom had that. Okay, we're going to come back for meatloaf. How about that? Sound good? Okay, everybody. This is Jackie, just one of the many residents that has the incredible care here. We're going to find out, why would you want to come here? Why would you want to work here? Again, it's all family, and they just absolutely love it. Jackie, thank you.
Absolutely.
And for all of you, don't go anywhere. More on our feature on Gardenview Care Centers when we return. Am I healing the Parkinson's? But I am helping it subside. I'm helping him feel better.
Oh, definitely.
Not only in the moment, but sometimes for the next day or maybe even a couple days. And that's why he keeps coming back. If it didn't feel good, you wouldn't come back.
No. Yeah, I
and
look
she
forward
said
to
he
it.
won't have tremors when he's on the table. And I don't know why that happens, but she'll tell me he doesn't tremor when he's on the table. So for whatever release is in his body for that period of time, it's been very beneficial.
So you just find yourself being able to calm and be
Exactly.
in the moment?
I'm more relaxed and calm.
Welcome back to the Real Monica Adams Show. Once again, if you're just tuning in, we are at Gardenview Care Center in Chesterfield. Once again, 3 locations. The website is gardenviewcares.com. They have O'Fallon, Missouri, Chesterfield, as well as Dougherty Ferry. I feel very partial to this one. You find the one that works for you, but this is the one when we were here the week of January 2026. It was opening the doors and meeting people like this, true angels that would take care of your loved one. Doreen Ayyad, how are you? Good to see you.
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Fantastic. Good to see you again, I should say,
How
right?
is your mom?
She's good. Thank you for asking. And she says to tell all of you hi.
That's wonderful.
One of the things, and this is what stands out about Gardenview, my mom constantly wanted to know each one of your names.
Yes, she did.
Do you remember her asking
Yes.
that? Because you want to know why?
Why?
Because you all took such great care of her that she wanted to thank you
that's
by
nice.
name.
That's
That was
wonderful.
very important to her. And that speaks volumes because every morning when I would come to visit, she would say, this person, she'd call them all by name. You have to go thank that person. That's why she was doing it. So that speaks volumes of the type of care that you
Yes.
all provide to their loved ones. You've been here 15 years.
Just about, yeah.
And so what makes you love coming into work every day?
You build relationships with everybody, families included, residents. You love them like your own. You just build relationships with people that you work with. You trust them, they trust you. They're the backbone that runs this place.
Well, and you understand though, Doreen, from a longevity standpoint, to come in year after year after year, we hear in a society of people supposedly not wanting to work, you have to love what you do.
Yes, you do.
Right?
Yes,
And so
you do.
you obviously do. What is it, the levels of love that you and others provide here at Gardenview that stands out from the rest?
I'd have to say, I've been doing this a long time, and you have to have the passion to do it. And it's evident in the people that work here that they have to have that. And they do. They do. There's no question about it.
Right.
They all work together. We all work together as a team. There's no lack in confidence. You walk in, you set your stuff down, and you're like, okay, where am I supposed to be? It's not a question of, what am I supposed to be doing? Because we know what we're doing. We come in the door, and we're ready to do it. The residents deserve this care.
But there you go. And that's what I was just going to say, Doreen. But you don't do it robotically. You don't come in going, okay, it's a patient. You know them by name. You know when you're walking in, where's Mr.? I
Yes.
can't wait to see them and make sure that they're doing okay. And as Jacquie just told us, if they're not, you're going to find a way to,
Yes.
one, medically take care of them, but two, lift those spirits up.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because of the continuity of care, we are the first ones to say they're not acting right. Something's going on. Something's off, and it could be medically, and sometimes they're just feeling down. And that's when we, pull out our best dance moves or whatever to make them feel better. Because that makes us feel better.
Yeah.
It does. You don't want to see anybody hurting or not feeling well.
Right.
It puts a damper on your day.
And that's once again, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about Gardenview Care Center. And if you've been hearing me talk about them and gush about them, it is because I witnessed this firsthand. It was from me walking in and my loved ones to understand that you have become a second part of that you love us. And there's this whole community that you have formed here, whether it is temporary, like my mom came in after the hospital, or if it is, as Jacquie just told us, she came in with her husband, and then it was, I have to be here also. But it changes from I have to as I can't wait to come back to this is my home.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, that's huge.
Yeah.
What does that make you feel like?
It makes me feel good. My mom was here.
Oh, wow, really?
She had to have a knee replacement. And they were, we were at the hospital, and they were like, she really needs some rehab. And I was like, ooh.
Can we please take care of her here?
Yes. And she did very well here. She wasn't here very long, but she got to see the people that I work with, the residents that I love. And she understood why, every time she's calling me, she's like, are you still alive? And I'm like, yes. Are you at the work? And I'm like, yes. I'm here all the time because I love it.
What would you say to those that have gotten into the field that you're in and are thinking, well, I don't feel that kind of love where I am. I'd like to be a part of this. What would you say to them to consider getting into this field?
There's several things, really. This is a really good place to work. There's always an opportunity to get better at what you do. And I feel like it's, like you said, it's not a robot. You don't just clock in and you go to the floor and you just do the job. It's different every day. Every day it's different. And with the continuity of care, you tend to trust the people that you work with.
Right.
You know, you could be busy and doing, you know, a million things, and if somebody's like, hey, I really need you to pay attention to me, this patient is not acting right.
Right.
You have to stop what you're doing and trust that they know what they're talking about too. Because it's not just like, oh, well, they're just a CNA.
Yeah.
No, you have to trust who you work with. And I absolutely do. I absolutely do. So I feel like if you want a place where you can trust the people around you that are telling you things that are going to affect your flow, your workflow, and how things are working, and if you really care for the residents, you're going to stop what you're doing to go check on that patient.
And you did. That was the thing, because here's the deal. For all of you, wherever you are, when your loved one, or it becomes you, that you need that care, in your mind it is, can you take care of mom, dad immediately? Well, wait a minute, there's all these other people on the floor, and you got to figure out the level of trauma that, you know,
Absolutely.
yes, we will. But it's not that you're waiting and waiting and waiting. It is someone coming in, absolutely checking, and then it's the beautiful, it's like an orchestra, this beautiful teamwork that takes place of, I'm going to go take care of so-and-so, now she needs your help over here. But you don't come in with an attitude of, now what do you want? It was, what can we do? We want to make sure that you're going to be doing better. We're going to make sure that you're feeling better. That teamwork is so unbelievably evident here. Once again, we're visiting with Doreen. Doreen is part of the team here at Gardenview Care Center. What about from an activity standpoint? Because this is what I loved. And I talked to so many of you that were like, this is where we stand out. Our activities are above and beyond. What's your favorite that you get a chance to take part in?
I love when they're playing music. So, you know, even as busy as you are, sometimes I like to go down there and, like, you know, do some dance moves. I get a round of applause from the residents all the time. They're not very good dance moves, but it makes them happy. It makes them smile. I love music. Music, it speaks to them. It does, you know, for residents that don't really speak that much, don't really move that much, are debilitated by their disease process. Once music kicks in, you see their little toes tapping, and then they're singing the words, and you're like, oh, I just asked him a million questions and he wouldn't say anything to me. Now he's singing the song. What's going on here?
It's the language we all know, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it can lift spirits beyond. I was saying, there's just so many levels of, I remember looking at the calendar that they provide for the families.
There's so much on there.
I was like, Mom, look at, you're going to be so busy while you're here. She loved the fact, by the way, that she could go do the rosary. She loved the fact that there was a dog that came and visited, go and get her nails done.
Yes.
You know, just constant events, see movies. That's the thing. When you have the old school mindset of what a nursing home was, it makes you go, oh, I don't want to go to a nursing home. That's not the case anymore.
Yeah.
There's been such an evolution, hasn't there been?
Absolutely. A lot of educating needs to happen. Just like the word hospice. You know, people freak out at that word. But when you educate them, they're like, yes, where can I sign? Because this is such supplemental care, such, you know, added care that my mom or my dad needs. And the word loses its stigma.
Yes.
Just like if you've ever been in a nursing home prior with experience when you were younger, maybe with your elderly grandparents or whatever, the nursing homes are not the same.
No.
They're not.
No, in fact, my husband's like, when can we check in? I want to be taken care of like this. Well, Doreen, one final thing. What would you say to all of those that have been seeing us talk about it, but haven't made the call or haven't done the tour? Again, everybody has this mindset that we have endless days on earth, and then we get sick, and then it becomes, well, now I need them, but they haven't put their name down on the list. So what would you say to say, come on in?
I would say come see for yourself, really. A lot of the times when they do come down for tours, yes, we're busy, but everyone speaks to the person that's coming down the hall. You know, hey, how you doing? You know, lots of smiles. You know, of course, it's the hustle and the bustle of the day. They do see that we're up and moving and working, but there's a level of, they come in and it's like, it feels really comfortable in here. It feels welcoming.
Right.
You know, you don't come in and it's like dark and dingy and like, oh God, these people are just sitting in their wheelchairs and you know, that like the idea of what a nursing home used to be. It's not like that at all.
No, it isn't.
No.
You walk through the hall and immediately you're like, wow, look at all these colors, the light, people are smiling everywhere. There's a piano, there's birds. There's something here for everyone. Again, Doreen, thank you so much.
I appreciate you. Thank
We
you.
are again telling you about Gardenview Care Center. There are 3 of them: O'Fallon, Chesterfield, Dougherty Ferry. The website is gardenviewcares.com. By the way, follow them on social media as well. They have some fun here. They're even doing TikTok videos.
Yes.
They're dancing, right? Music is everything. All right, don't go anywhere. We'll have more on our feature of Gardenview when we return.
Thank you so much.
What if you could start your day feeling loose, relaxed, and ready? deep hydrotherapy right in your backyard. Relax with your family or friends, or work out with our Michael Phelps Edition Swim Spas. Worried about maintenance? We have factory-trained service nearby whenever you need it. Plus, we're here for you long-term if you have any questions or need to refill supplies. You can even test spas at our showrooms. Spa.
Welcome back to our Spotlight feature on Gardenview Care Centers. They have 3 locations, again, O'Fallon. We're here in Chesterfield and also Dougherty Ferry. Check out gardenviewcares.com for more information. So we've talked with Jackie, we've talked with Doreen, and now we're talking with Pansy Parks. Thanks for sitting down with us.
You're welcome.
So you've been here how long, Pansy?
I don't remember for sure, but I've been here at least 3 years.
At least 3 years.
Yeah.
And it's a similar story to what a lot of you know Mama Jacquie went through. And this is the thing that always gets scary. You know, you're going along and you swear you're never going to fall. And then it happens. That's what happened with you? Right? What happened? You tripped and fell? You remember how it happened?
I was actually in the kitchen
Oh.
when I was taken over because my mom had passed away.
Yeah.
I was taken over doing the work.
And then you were in the hospital after. So what did you break?
My hip.
Oh, yep. We hear that so often, don't we?
Yeah.
So you broke your hip and then you lost your dad while you were in the hospital?
Well, I went home for a while, but then they sent me to here.
Yeah. And so that's the thing. You never know when something's going to happen, but you want to be able to have the trust of knowing I have this wonderful community waiting here for me.
That is true.
So what do you love about Gardenview?
I've learned about it. I've learned I've had the care I needed. And I have made a lot of friends.
That's what I hear a lot, is how welcoming it is. You feel that from everyone?
Yeah.
What do you do with your friends here?
Visit with them, go to activities and different things they have to do.
And that's the thing I hear a lot, Pansy, is how many activities they have. So since you've been here, what have been some of your favorite activities you've done?
Well, I like going and listening to the music. And I like doing the exercises with them. I like most of whatever they do.
Pansy, can you talk about that, the importance of movement and not just sitting in your room by yourself, but surrounding yourself with friends and moving, how imperative movement is?
I'm not in my room much.
Good.
Whatever activities they have, I'm usually out with them doing it.
And that's why they listen to you, that will become a resident here of what else would you like us to do? Do they have like ice cream parlors, socials?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We have whatever we need.
What's your favorite ice cream?
I don't eat a lot of ice cream, but I'll have whatever they have.
You know, it's interesting because sometimes you think, how's the food going to be there? Your food's incredible.
Yeah.
What your chef, shout out to the chef at Gardenview, by the way, does a good job. Really listens to each and every one of you of what you want. What's your favorite meal here?
That's hard to say.
Well, they have the regular things on the menu, and then they have specials also, right? And then sometimes you really look forward to those specials. You know, when you came in, and obviously no one ever wants to fall or ever hurt anything, but when you do, can you talk about the level of the therapy and the therapists that are here and the physical therapy that you went through?
Well, they had me with, I don't know what you call it, a treadmill or what do you call it, and using my legs and that.
Besides you working with them, though, they probably said, here's some things that we want you to also be doing on your own. And that's it's important, right, that we work hand in hand with them.
Right.
So that you get better.
Yeah. And then also try to stand up and see if I can touch my toes.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and just different things like that.
And, you know, it's hard mentally and spiritually sometimes when you hurt yourself, right? Because suddenly you're like, oh, why did I do that? Why did I fall, right? Did you go through all that?
Yeah.
But then they help you lift your spirits? What do you love about the nurses here?
I haven't had a problem with them.
That's
They've been
good.
really good about if I need something, working it out for me.
So we all know that that's a tough field, right, to be in. But it takes a very caring soul because they truly become like your mom, your sister, your aunt, your uncle.
Yeah.
They really do truly love you.
Yeah. My brother's wife is a nurse at DePaul, and she's been there for several years. And my son is a paramedic.
So you understand that field, right? You hear what they go through on a regular basis.
Yeah, I do.
So again, we're talking about Gardenview Care Centers. Again, O'Fallon, Chesterfield, Dougherty Ferry, 3 different locations. I mentioned that when you come in, it has this feeling of love and community, and everything's very, very bright. The old school mentality of a nursing home, people would say, no, I don't ever want to go into a nursing home. Can you talk to the people that are watching today to make sure that they understand how different it is and how much it's changed?
Well, it has changed in a lot of ways.
And how would you say that? In what ways?
Everybody's friendly and they're willing to help in a way that you need them.
And you're not just sitting around, because again, if people think back, like I was a little girl and I'm thinking about my grandma or grandpa, it would be going into the way nursing homes were decades ago. And the mindset was that everybody's just sitting around, or they're in their rooms, or they're in their wheelchairs, and they're not having anybody around them. That's not the case.
No.
At all.
No.
Right?
No. We're up and about, and if we want to do something, we can. You know. If we want to be in a room a while, we can.
Right. They want you to be happy.
Right.
Right? Overall happy.
That is right.
Have you had a chance to go on any outings? Have you had friends that have come and picked you up, and then is it in your mind, I can't wait to get back here?
If it's late in the evening, I'm ready to come back.
To be able to know that you can rest, right? And then get right back up the next day. I was mentioning from when you walk through the open, my favorite space here is the big open space where the piano is and everybody gathers, and is that where you do your exercise? They do like some exercise classes?
We do have a place where we do some exercises.
You get involved in that? Yeah.
As much as I can.
Yeah. Again, it's all about keeping the body moving, keeping the mind active. So if you could say one final thing to everybody watching, what your favorite thing is about Gardenview, fill in that sentence for me.
I think a lot of it is the friends I have that I can be with and talk with and just be a part of it.
Friendship's important, right?
Yes.
And that's the one thing you're going to feel here. Every single person here at Gardenview becomes friends, and they've got your back. And when you're not feeling your best, they're there to lift you up. The nurses are there.
Yeah.
It's an entire team effort.
I haven't had any problems since I've been here.
And that's why she loves it here.
Yeah.
Well, Pansy, thank you.
Thank you.
And to Doreen and to Jacquie and to each and every one of you. Again, you're going to hear more and more about Gardenview and how they truly do care for you. So I'm asking you to come take the tour. Again, I've had family and friends that have seen some of the shows that we've done. I just remember one that stands out. There was a lady that I knew from many, many years ago that was watching in Florida and was making that flight back home. You can just feel just how long that flight back would be, knowing that her dad had fallen and broken his femur, just like my mom had gone through. And she said she felt it was a God wink that day she happened to be watching my show and heard me talk about Gardenview and knew immediately that's where my dad needs to be. That's God intervening, by the way. Absolutely. So reach out to them, take a tour, and then realize why we all say that this is the community that's waiting for you. Again, maybe it's O'Fallon, maybe it's here in Chesterfield, or maybe it's Dougherty Ferry. Either way, gardenviewcares.com. Check them out on social media as well, all the wonderful things they're doing. Thank you so much, Miss Pansy. I appreciate you sitting down.
Thank you.
And to all of you, thank you so much for watching. Share this now with your friends and family. We greatly appreciate it.